Hello, everyone. My name's Kathy with FVCC, and I am excited to be here today as part of the Workforce Flathead Opportunity Fair. These videos will all be on the Job Service Kalispell YouTube page, as well as the Kalispell Chamber's workforceflathead.com site for further viewing for anyone who's interested. Today, we are talking with FVCC's Director of Trades and Industrial Arts, and his name is Peter Fusaro, as well as a student in the trades, Marie. Welcome. Should we just hop right in and ask you what is this about?
So thank you, Kathy. As she said, I'm Peter Fusaro and I'm the Director of Trades. So I oversee all the trades programs here. It includes everything from welding to electricity, electronics, culinary, CDL, and surveying, brewing. But who I have with me here today is one of our first-year firearms students, is Marie Gibson. And so we're going to be talking to Marie here in a little bit, have some questions for her. And she's also showcased on one of our videos that we did it's called Women Investigating the Trades. And so the whole idea behind the video was to showcase our female instructors and all of our female students in our programs and some of the obstacles that they've overcome, in order to come into male-dominated fields, and then just the success they've had and the passion that's driven them to come here. So, like I said, Maria's first-year student. She's showcased in the video. And she's in our firearms program, does an excellent job. So you'll hear a little bit about that from her today. And she's always willing to, every time I need somebody or to showcase somebody, Maria is always good about coming in and helping us out. But it just kind of shows you, our students and everybody that, willing to help out and promote not only our programs, but also, women getting into this field. But again, the motivation, behind the grant that we received, and the grant allowed us to make a video, and it's called Women Investigating the Trades, and it's a YouTube video, and anybody can Google it, and it's 15 minutes long. It showcases all of our instructors and female students, and in all of our programs, and it's 15 minutes long, and it's really well worth the watch. If you just Google Women Investigating the Trades, you will find it. But again, the motivation behind that was that, we noticed that, the females, have every bit of talent as the men in these programs and out in the field. And, what I always joke about is I say, hey, most often the females in our programs, they outperform the men. So I said, we need to start showcasing our females. One other thing that we did, and it's going to start on April 17th, we're going to have 3 sessions of women in welding. So we're offering a welding course just for women, taught by our female instructor. And it's only going to be 16 hours. It's 4 Saturdays in April and then into May. Unfortunately, that session is full, but we're going to have 2 more sessions. So we're going to schedule that. We had the advertisements in the paper, and it just filled up within 2 days. So we're very excited about that. So what I'd like you to do is just show you just a little clip from this Women Investigating the Trades. I'm going to show you a little bit of a clip, and then we can listen to Marie for a few minutes, and then just kind of finish up. So we just want to showcase. So I'm just going to share our screen here a little bit and
sounds good.
Play a little clip. Unfortunately, there it is. Is that showing up, Kathy?
It is. And did
Okay.
you?
I'm going to play it right now.
Okay. And it's active for the sound.
Can you hear it for the sound? Hold on. Where's
Nope.
my sound button? Where's that one go?
Down on the bottom left, usually, as you start showing those. You might have to back it up and go to it again.
Oh, my apologies. I had this all dialed
Oh, that's okay. It happens to us all.
Okay, it should be on. Can you hear it playing?
Really quietly. Maybe if you turn your end up, we'll be good for now. We're not hearing sound, Peter.
Okay.
So if you back out of it and then before you share it, there are generally two buttons in the bottom left
Okay.
that enable audio for Zoom.
I gotta get back to my share screen. Okay,
All right,
my apologies. Let's try this again. So,
it's all good.
stand by for technology.
Right on.
How's that? Is that working?
Yes. Actually, I'm saying really cute.
What's that, Kathy?
I'm seeing a super cute baby with a bunny outfit.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. Technology, you gotta love it. So just get your screen ready that you want to share, and then once you do, you just click those audio buttons in the bottom left.
Okay, my share screen's down. Here.
All right, it's there.
Welcome to our short feature on women investigating the trades. My name is Heather Estrada. We are really excited to have you hear from some of our faculty and students about why they chose non-traditional careers in the trades and how they've become successful in those chosen careers. We hope you enjoy hearing from them and are inspired by their stories.
Hi, my name is Julie Arnold. I am an instructor, a welding instructor, and I also teach a blueprint reading class. So the obstacles that I have overcome through my time working with metal before school was just the ability to tell people that I was worth the time and energy for them to take me on as a newbie. But a lot of these companies want years and years of experience, really specific experience. And so I found the opportunity to pursue the welding and inspection degree, and that was eye-opening, that the possibilities in this field are endless. And so I was able to work and pursue my degree here at the school. Since graduating, I then turned around and became an instructor, which has been an amazing experience. But it allows me the opportunity to help the students overcome some of those life obstacles and help guide them. Specifically for women, the obstacle is that we are women and that there has been judgments and claims that maybe we don't belong in this field. And so I am more than motivated to help guide the women that are currently students and ensure that they know that they are welcome in this field.
So that's just a little bit of a snippet of our women in women investigating the trade. And so that was Julie Arnold. And the reason that I wanted to showcase Julie is because Julie is going to be the one teaching the women in welding. She's really trying to focus it in, just for the ladies to just kind of give them a foundation about arc welding, wire feed welding, and then also TIG welding. And like I said, we're going to offer 3 sessions of that, so you can look for that in the paper or go to our continuing ed and sign up for that class. But again, we brought Marie Gibson in with us. She's one of our first year firearm students. So, and Marie has a really great story too, of just how she got involved and exactly how she came to Flathead Valley Community College. So I'm just going to ask Marie a few questions, just as kind of some of the same things we already asked her on the video. But Marie, what attracted you to the firearms field?
Well, I'm a very hands-on creative person, and I like building things and putting them together. And I always knew that a regular 1-year academic college wouldn't really be something that interested me. So I wanted to look for a trade that I could get into to get me started and something that I could work for. I've always been around firearms. I like them a lot. I'm very comfortable with them, and I thought that the more I knew about them, the more comfortable I would be with them, and the less likely I am to have a problem with them. And that way
And Marie, I wonder if I could interject. Do you think that you and Peter could change places for a minute so we could hear you better?
I
Well, we've made a lot of mistakes today, Kathy, between the phone and the
It's
sound.
all good. It's all good.
Yeah. That's why you're here. You're here to take care of us. But we just roll with it. That's what we do here. So
Yeah. And Marie, I heard some of what you said, but what drew you to it? If you could just sort of share that again.
Well, I like building things and I'm very creative and I've always liked putting things together and figuring things out and how things work, like taking them apart and putting them back together. I was always interested in finding some sort of trade program for myself because I am creative that way. I just wasn't as interested in pursuing academics. So I was searching for a trade program when I found the firearms program that I'm in currently. And I chose that one because that one just piqued my interest. I hadn't seen something similar to it elsewhere. And I grew up in the woods pretty much, so I was around guns a lot. And I always figured that the more I knew about them, the more useful it would be. And it just seemed like a really cool career path.
So Marie, talk to them a little bit about maybe some of the obstacles that you've had to overcome, especially with some of the other students. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, like Julie said in the video, being a woman, I guess, does lower my confidence a bit, or it did at first, just because the topics that we've been studying, like machining in particular, was pretty challenging because machine shops and stuff like that are always predominantly male as well. And I'm relatively small of stature, so I'm around these big dudes all the time, and they're so different. So that was kind of intimidating. And the manual of machines that we learned how to run, like the mill and the lathe, they were pretty challenging just because of how they operate, and I just let it intimidate me, I guess. But
How are you able to overcome that? Talk about what some of the help you've received from the students and the instructors.
well, everyone's been very supportive. The students have helped me quite often whenever I needed them, and the instructors are that way as well. They do their best to remain present and help everyone in the class. And we have a really big class, so it kind of makes it difficult to attend to everyone and their needs all the time, but they make it happen.
And what would you say to other female students who are considering a career in the trades field, or even in the firearms, or any of the programs that we offer here?
I would say don't let it intimidate you. If it does, it's just that's just a fear. Just power through it, and chances are you're better at it than you think you are, and you'll succeed and go farther than your own self-limitations prevent you.
Awesome. And okay, a couple other things. Talk a little bit about what you want to do, because also Marie is very artistic too. So where do you want to take this? So after you graduate, once you get your degree.
Well, Brandon has introduced me to this lady who does metalwork engraving, on jewelry and knives and guns and any sort of metal. Really intricate artwork. And so he was hoping to set me up with a class with her. And that seems like something that I would be really into because I like to draw and paint, and I'm really good at that. So it would enable me to have some sort of outlet in the ways that I can creatively express myself.
Awesome. Yeah. And when she's talking about Brandon, she's talking about Brandon Miller. He's one of our firearms instructors here at Valley Community College. So So thank you, Marie. So do you want to switch places? All right, we'll switch back. So like I said, we've had a few obstacles today, but it's no different than anybody else. You just have to power through it. I'm taking Marie's advice. So from this young lady, you just have to power through it. There's a little fear in there. You're messing up on technology. Your phone goes off. We can't hear, we can't get sound, but look at that. We powered through it. And we're really proud, especially over here in the trades of, the people that we have here, and just trying to showcase them, especially our females. And we definitely want to expand that and let females know you're definitely welcome. You're going to be treated the same. There's always a lot of help for you, in any field that you come in. And because we found out, just like Marie, we have so many talented females out there with so many interests. It's, from, working in firearms to artistic, and then, making it their own, being able to combine those and being able to move forward. So we're just, really excited about the possibilities. So.
Well, and your enthusiasm is evident, despite any sort of technology glitches. It's just nice to see two people who are so into what they're doing. I think that's very cool. And I guess I'm curious, I'm a career advisor here at the college. What can you tell me just a little bit about the job market in the field you're going into, Marie, or Peter? Can you speak to that?
With the one that Marie is looking at, combining the art, there's a lot of opportunities out there, because in this valley right now, there's 13 gun manufacturers right now. So whether anybody's going into our machining or going into our firearms, there are businesses just knocking at our doors, just looking for students. And the one good thing about Will Richards is our advisor here. He's worked really hard on scheduling so that students can, for the most part, come 2 days a week, and then can work the rest of the time, so that they can get out there and explore those industries and explore different things. We haven't been able to do that with firearms up until now. And then next year, the students, we are looking at going for 2 days a week for them too, so that they can get out there and make sure that, they're exploring those possibilities. But, it's every day, the machining, the firearms, there's endless possibilities out there, and decent paying jobs too. So what we're finding out.
Well, that's terrific. And then they can also potentially have some life balance too, if they have, kiddos or whatever else they might need to be doing.
Even too, going specifically looking at the firearms where Marie is at right now, they're going in, whether they're going into, gunsmithing or something like that. It's really hard to make it when you're first starting out, to have that reputation, to be able to go out and start your own business. So, to be able to rely on other things that are out there, to be able to work through it until they build up that reputation, till they really find that niche. This is really what I would like to work on. They can go out there and work in the machining industry. They can work in the firearms industry, and then, do all of their other stuff on the side. And then as that continues to grow, then they can go down that career path. So I've seen, students be able to do that quite a bit.
Well, that's really good to know from my end, and hopefully for folks in the community, because this video will be posted, as we mentioned, on workforceflathead.com when this week is finished. That's the Kalispell Chamber site, and also the YouTube channel of Job Service Kalispell. So we can refer people to those as well to get more information. So we have about 1 minute left. Do you have something you'd like to share as we part?
Any parting words, Marie?
Don't put me on the spot like that.
That's just not fair.
I would just like to thank Marie for being here. She does an awesome job. It does take quite a bit, for these young students to be able to come up and to be able to share their stories and, and their talents. So we're always thankful, that they're willing to do that, and to try to encourage, other females to get out into the trades, because it is a great industry. There are a lot of opportunities. And if you go to, the YouTube and type in women investigating the trades, you'll hear from a lot of them. It's like I said, it's 15 minutes long, but they all have just a great story. Everything from CDL to welding to Marie and firearms to culinary to surveying. But they are really inspiring. And so I was glad we were able to do the video, and I'm glad that we're able to offer the women in welding to be able to showcase some of this talent that probably doesn't get noticed as much as it probably should.
Well, and I've seen the video and I really appreciate people's stories. I think those are the things that help me have an understanding of what something could be like. So thank you. And I'm going to put up the contact information for FVCC's career and technical education contacts. And there we go. So on that note, thank you very much, Peter and Marie. Have a great rest of your day, and maybe we'll connect with you another day for part 2.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
Take care.